kerfuffle. Let me out. How bad is it? Not diabolical. Certainly seen worse. Ooh. Yeah, right. Let's get some brakes on. The air is all bleeding out this system. Right. See what air of the airline's separated. Right, this is going to cost a penny or two. Yipes. What a mess. I was half contemplating what direction we're going. That's apparently not derailed. That one has. Right. Fun jobs. Unhook that. Right, okay. The joys of Derail Valley. Oh, that's why. It's emptying the sand. Right, let's pray this starts. It does. Going into reverse. Handbrake on that is off. That's re-railed, so that's a positive start. Oh. Oh, yeah. Fun of re-railing trains. Right, this one's going to have to disconnect as well. Try and keep as much air in the system as possible. Thankfully, this shouldn't be overly expensive. Hopefully. Right, we're not ready to re-rail that yet. Brakes are off. That's why brake cut out. Hopefully between the power of all of it we can actually back everything up. The joys. Right, I think that's actually hooked, so brake cut that in again. Well, at least I'm being completely honest with my mistakes. I'm not entirely sure we're on the correct line, which might cause us some issues. But we'll deal with that when we get down to harbour. Of course, my wireless control's in here. Right. Oh, there she is. Ooh. Apparently the battery's completely flat now. Of course. Oh my word. Oh, we got problems. Right, we're actually going backwards. Oh. Doesn't help we're on quite a steep little gradient here, so... Those lights can come off. So this is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination, but it is doable. Thankfully we can't wreck the museum piece any more than it's already wrecked. Brake on that. Get me out. Okay, so I'm going to let the brake off, roll forward a bit. The joys. Reapply brake. be able to push all this back together. Yeah, right. Hopefully we'll carry a little bit of a fee for the derailment. Turn the handbrake off now. Yes, we've gone the wrong way. So, I actually want to back up. This is going to be a challenge now. Oh my word, we're going to have to do this from the DH4. Sure, I only did 2 handbrakes. I'll go double check whilst we're reversing. Yep, I only did 2 handbrakes. Ah, the joys. This is going to cost a pretty penny. Lucky these jobs are expensive of what we're delivering. We actually want to be going down that track. I thought I was right, but yeah. Ah, the fun. It appears the controls in D6 are busted. Not good. Right, see you when we get down to harbour then. Hopefully in one piece. we're coming into the harbour now. That was a adventure. Apparently I was on the right track. I misread. So that's on me. So if we get any bonus out of this, it will be a bonus. And DE6 has completely died, so this has been an absolute struggle with just the DH4 and the slug. I think if we didn't have the slug, we would not have achieved this at all. This has been, yeah. So we're going to try and get these military ones dropped off as fast as we can. This is our marker here for it. As you can see, the convoy is still coming round the corner. Harbour. Keep right. Yeah, that'll go into the loading, so that's fine. Oh, that's that one I want. I just don't want that. Let's start getting some brake on. So I don't reckon this is going to stop particularly easy. Roll there till we actually see the back of the train. Yeah, just a small train. There we go. I'm gonna have to take it steady because we've just got that DH4. Alright, so just to remind ourselves, this has been dropped in B7I. And then we've got to drop the other one in D4I, which I do reckon we are going to get absolutely zero bonus for the first one. And I'm going to be very interested to see what our fine is going to be for that, because we did damage at least one car. Kick up a bit of power. I do want to get this in as quickly as we can, so if we do manage to get a bit of a bonus from it, that will be great, although I'm not expecting any with the length of time we have taken, unfortunately, due to the derailment and the detour. Yes, I know you're getting hot, but I kind of want to get this going. Big old train and a lot of weight, and it needs to move. Oh, you're going to say there's something on this track now, aren't you? What was it? B7I. Nope, there's nothing on B7I. Bonus. Sprint down here and watch it all come in. From this angle we can at least see where we need to stop. A bit early. Bit of a rush going on here. Let's get this dropped. I'll get this moving. As I say, I doubt we're going to get the second bonus. But I always knew with this that was a possibility anyway. Okay, so brake off. Get that rolling whilst we go hand this in. Leave it running like that. Okay, so... oh, we did get a bonus. That's going to help. Oh, that's massively going to help, because this is going to cost us a pretty penny to repair as it is. So it's taking us over $1 million. We need to get this on the go. So we're going D4 over this one. Through. So I keep left, which I think is correct. Right, left, that's 4i. Okay. Give me some power. This DH4 definitely needs some love after this. At one point I thought we weren't going to make that hill. We've kicked sand and all sorts at it, and we have really pushed this DH4 to its limits. There will be nothing on the loading line, which is where that's going. Start getting a bit of brake on now. Slow her down. Get back in. Whenever I'm running just the DH4, you've got to be a little more careful with the power than you do the DE6. Now this may have been broken over to 2 episodes. I will look at that post-production, see what sort of length of time this is. But of course the curse of the Freddy has struck us again. In the next episode I will be repairing this, grabbing the 282 as well, and we'll get both of those towed up to City South, and we can start work on the next bit. And depending where we are financially, it may be more jobs, or it may be looking at doing up those museum pieces, including the one that's currently over there. We shall see. We shall see what we're left with. See how much these fees are going to cost us, along with the repair. The fees defined for damaging the product. As it is, if I remember rightly, it's a hazmat 2 fragile as well. All that can get expensive. Total value of the train was just short of $1 million. Thankfully it looks like it was only one car that was damaged. Left, yep, that's what we want. To go into the opposite side of the D yard. Obviously I'm going to deal with preparing the train and fees and everything properly in the next episode. We'll have a quick look in this episode just to see what the fee is, or the damage fee. Next episode we will have a proper look at how much the repairs to the DE6, DH4 and the Slug is going to cost us. Or cost me. See how badly our wallet was is going to be affected. Good one. If the fee is going to be too great, we can leave it for a bit until we reach the limit of our copay, which our limit is freaking huge. It does mean it's not quite game over if we get some damage and can't quite afford it straight away. We can go out, still doing other jobs, as long as we've got a train that we can use. What hasn't helped us traction-wise is that damaged DE2 will be holding us back quite a bit with traction. That's unfortunately one of the downsides to hauling the damaged museum pieces back. Right, I'm going to switch the DH4 off here a minute. Handbrake on. I'll go hand this job in. This one I'm not overly bothered if we don't get a bonus. No, this was just getting us in the right direction. The fact we've still got a bonus on the military contracts is the big one. That was epically huge. Did it in 111 minutes, so yeah, we got no bonus on that. So be it. So I finish at 1,174,000. What's our fees? That could be far worse. Yeah, that's damage to both loads. So yeah, that could have been far worse. So we're going to clear those straight away. No fees, so that's handed in still over $1 million. But we need to repair our vehicle, which we'll do in the next episode. Head over to City South. Don't think there's anything here going City South. There is actually 2 jobs going over to City South. Ew. That'll be handy, that'll add some extra money in. Don't often get jobs to City South, so definitely worth taking them across. B3 and B4, so yeah, we'll definitely look at that. Right, until next time guys, take it easy.